Hello, good morning everyone. I hope you are doing well. Sorry for the little delay. It was just my prep took a little bit longer than I thought it would be. But anyway, we're here today. Uh, I'll try to do my prep. I have an idea about what to trade and what to enter. So we'll just do the prep a little bit faster so we can ready for the opening. And later, depending on how it goes, just do some recap of my yesterday's trades, as I took some trades later in the session after the stream had ended. So I ended up being on the green for the day yesterday. Today I had a strong conviction about this would break down. So you see, this range was built overnight, was the recovery of a failed breakdown yesterday of the previous day low. This was recovered and held during night. But as I saw here, price was failing. I suspected that it would break. And I also had a notice here that it's not because I changed the level, but that we would sell fast here and quite aggressively. And that was my strong conviction. However, market was very slow and it seems it's not suited for my taste. So the pre-market was going very slow, and I didn't want to wait to see how it goes because it would just be another failed breakdown or whatever recovers. So I didn't want just to stay for hours here just waiting where the price will end and if it's gonna hit my stop or whatever. So I just took off my position and we see that it sold very aggressively in the end. Breaking the yesterday's lows, maybe like a failed breakout here. But I don't think it's gonna rally and I don't think it's gonna squeeze anymore. But we'll see if it's gonna squeeze. It's gonna be basically just I guess cover, do a retest, and then go down. So yeah, this area as well just uh, matches with it's in the same area with a weekly DVA low. So I'm just gonna be looking shorting from here, either from the technical level, which is 58.60, or in this area, I'm just gonna be looking for shorting, aiming for breaking this quarter the previous DVA high, which I think it's the second time it's been tested and it holds. But I think if the sellers are determined, it's gonna break. So this is the basic idea. I'm not looking for longs. Uh, I'll be looking for longs only until we just basically recover this, and maybe this level needs to be recovered by both. But if we manage to recover this area, maybe above the previous DVA one, then I would be thinking like to in this area to put some longs. Uh, but I really doubt it's gonna go there. But we just cover in any case. So we see the failed breakdown. Usually it's followed by a squeeze and then a double top and then shorting. When the market open, we'll see. I'm gonna be looking if it goes here and we break below. I'm gonna be looking for shorting just right before under this level, and this is where the so this is where the let me just modify it. So we are here just, and this is the previous quarter high. So had been tested several times, and here all of them. So I think it was like 3 or 4 times. So we're here now, basically. And if we break below, it would be the first in 2 quarters, like a quarter and a half or something, almost 2 quarters. So if we break below, it would be a significant low. And price would drop dramatically because there would be nothing to hold. I mean, unless the view up here, the previous. I don't think it's going to be anything else holding it. Because if we see it here, we are within the previous yearly. So we see the yearly is below the quarterly. Monthly, we are definitely below. And there's also nothing below. It's about 58, 56.82. Sorry, yeah, 56, 56.82. 56.82 is about here. Let me see if there's any prior value there. 56.82. 56.82. There is a value area here, which I may actually designate it, because we may go there. Other than that, let's still, sorry, this is another prior value area. So here we are, yeah, we're just basically hitting the lows of the 2 months ago. So value area, this is again the lows. This would be a nice area to designate. And we'll see how it's going to behave. Yeah, we'll see how it's going to behave, because I've noticed sometimes even the DVAs from several months before, it can still be active. So I'm just going to notice that, just in case, because you never know. So we got a weekly again. Again, that's 1.5 is very weak, it's not going anywhere. What I was thinking before is, if you remember, so basically, if you remember, I told you that I'm looking if it goes here to show from here. So basically, that level aligns, this technical level, and aligns very well with the DVA low. So basically, if price recovers, it can be received, because rejected once, it can be rejected again. Go like this. But that's not necessary to happen, because we can just, go straight way down. So if it recovers, I'm just looking for something here. And in the worst case scenario, if it wants to break this yesterday's lows, highs, sorry, overnight highs, I'm just going to be looking to show throughout the VWAP in the previous area, which is like their core line, you see, the conference, VWAP, and the previous EVA low, which is bearish. Both levels are bearish. So this is for shorts. For longs, I told you before, we need to go way higher. And the other scenario would be, maybe go out to intraday, just where the price broke below. Then we can just retest this area and go down. If it's very bearish, which looks very bearish, and drops below, I'm just gonna sort it straight away here. Because this level, if you remember, is basically the quarterly, which I told you before, it's been tested several times, hasn't broken. And there's nothing below it. And I can draw the quarterly DVA just in case. The VWAP. Which is around 56.82 quarter. So we have uh, 56.82 and a quarter. And then we can say it's the paste, it's the rework. Because my way of thinking is that if it respects the high, they as well respects the rework. So that's a good reference point. But as we see, there isn't many other levels to hold the price besides that one, and then the yearly previous reward, which I'm gonna mark it as well, but it's way lower. It's around okay, let's do the yearly, which is at 56.11 and a half. 56.11 and a half, and that's the yearly previous yearly reward. Okay, that's basically the next major levels, high time frames wise. And if it breaks, then the next levels over here now. So basically, the next level is one level only, like a level already. You can say just this one is, I think, in line with the quarter, so it's the high. It is 50, almost 57.98. 57.98. Yeah, this area basically. I can just put it as well as a array. 57.98. You can see the exact point. Just gonna put it 57.7 and see, just in case. It's just a reference point. It's technical mostly, but it aligns you see very well with the quarterly. So I'll just put them both just in case there is a zone there. But the moment we sort out, I'm just gonna sort it. If I see there's no reaction of screwing up. So we see price builds some volume here at the lows, and there's no intention of going higher. So the market is gonna open now. We'll see how it's gonna play out. We'll just always wait for a little bit to see how price is gonna settle the first minutes. If we see a breakdown and wait as well, sell it. Massive selling volume. There's some resistance there. Some support. The volume is insane. It's about seconds to break. And that's the yesterday's previous yesterday's lows. We're seeing here. If it pukes, I think we're gonna go a little bit oversize. Just so I can take some here, one contract, and then leave it around. Because if it pukes, I was thinking of leaving a runner because I have the impression today's gonna be a very, very bearish day, especially if it manages to break the 50, this level, this level here. Okay, price from below. Let's see price reaction. Let's see if there's gonna be another candle forming. Probably it's gonna bring. Just waiting to see. There will be another reaction there. I don't think so. Okay, now we're free to enter. Just gonna put some buy links here. Okay, now it's testing the lower technical level, which I was telling you before. We may see some reaction in there. I'm gonna hold my position anyway. If it breaks, it's gonna be historical because there's been like 2 quarters we haven't broken this price below. But I see it as a very, very likely scenario. So it's gonna be another one, so we can scale out. I was thinking of scaling out at the first major. We'll make some new orders again. Buy stop one. I'll make another one separately. Okay, so I can scale out one by one if it happens. Okay, we see some reaction there. So I was expecting to see some reaction. But my general overthought, my general thinking is just gonna give them some way to play around. Both of them. I'm expecting a very bearish scenario today. So I'm just gonna leave them some room to develop. Because I don't see any bulls around scenario. So, and the only way to be invalidated is if it breaks the previous highs here. Okay, the negative volume is insane again. We also need to be aware at the same time where I give a little bit of space here, just be aware. Actually, I'm gonna put my stops here. I'm gonna stop the price if it goes this area, because I wanna risk. While I wanted to give some space, there's a lot of absorption there. You see it. There's always my fear or my thinking of going to test this one. Because remember, this price hasn't broken for, I don't know, 2 quarters. So it made a reasonable function and put resistance there. And we may see some violent price action here. like be taken out, So I'm aware that the price may jump very suddenly. So I'm just ready to, because if it goes higher, I don't want to take all these, losses. So I prefer to enter again from this one here. So price is broken above. This is going to be a continuation. Yeah, there's some reaction there. If it breaks below the previous day low, I'm just going to stop it. We'll see how it goes. Continues to build. I'm just going to put my stops around here. This is where the trade's going to be invalid. It's just behind the previous string. And there is also the previous day low and the DVA low here. So if it breaks here, there's no point of holding it any longer. Because then I can just try and just try some shorts from the top if it goes higher or from the VWAP. We'll see how it goes. There's a lot of absorption from the sellers. From the sellers. You see here, lots of absorption. I'm ready to close my position just in case we have a sudden spike or something. I still see the absorption, but I give me the impression that price is going to break and this is going to be like a big relief and then go down. I'm just watching the price action to see what's going to tell me. Okay, seems the absorption is getting bigger now. Okay. Just give it some time. It's a bit tricky situation to be in and you need a lot of patience to sit in your hands while you're in losses. And here I can spot my mistake. I entered right away, was just I needed to wait for a pullback. So if I could enter here, that would be ideal. So now I have to sit in my hands being in losses. But my thinking so far was just enter right away because not all the moves that are going to be a pullback. But on the other hand, if it doesn't pullback, it doesn't take pullback, it doesn't validate the level. So, it's like give or take. But it's always good to wait for a pullback under what I did here. It's always good to wait for a pullback. It's going to save you from, a lot of losses. So we see now if there's going to be any continuation after the pullback, which there should be some continuation. Now we'll see an indecisive candle. There's a lot of absorption from the buyers. So we'll see how the sellers are able to push. Just give more time. Just remember, if this price breaks, if this basically this level breaks, price is heading to new territories now. It's have been for 2 quarters. It makes sense to be like a buyer's position because all the previous times the price has been bought here. So we see there's a lot of liquidity in here sitting. Okay, we see price getting absorbed repeatedly. Okay, now it's getting a little bit lower. If I see a secondary test of the level or has problems to break this level, I'm going to just close my position and wait for another pullback or breakdown. So I'm just waiting to see how it's going to react here if we test again this level. Here the volume is decent. Perform the new candle to the downside. Here for the initial reaction. Let's see if we can do so. Remember, always keep some time to your trades. Here now we see some push through. That's a major level. I'm gonna take some profits here because it's another major level, but also it's the rhythm. And I'm gonna bring one of the stops behind this level. So in case it retreats, I'm just gonna take some profits. It's not gonna be the big profits, but still, just protection to the downside. That's the thing. When you see another candle forming, testing again this measure of 57.98. Okay, so we see I took some profits cut because there was a big reaction here. So I'm just waiting to see. Okay, the speed of the day has increased dramatically. Still a lot of volume. So we wait now and see. Now I'm gonna keep with one contract. I'm gonna try and hold a little bit, like as a runner still. If it takes me out, I'm just gonna re-enter. But I'm gonna be playing with one contract for now because we see there is still, a lot of absorption on decisiveness. So we still haven't broken the technical level, which is around here. And this is why the price is reacted so suddenly, so violently. If we see some price established somewhere here down, I'm gonna think about another contract. Still keep one though, just because I see the price. There is a lot of volume. I see the price is heading my way I want. So just hold on tight. So it's getting difficult and difficult to bridge that level now. And it may be very natural to see some pullback here. So the volume hasn't, so the buyers are having the upper hand now. If it breaks, I'm just gonna, I don't see much absorption here. Now the absorption starts. It's gonna give a little bit more time and room. As I said, it's a very tricky situation because the volume is high, the absorption is high, so we see like sudden, very sudden moves, and that can easily play with your psychology. I'm always ready if it breaks within the DVA. Just gonna stop it and see price developing again. So far it holds, but I don't think it's gonna hold for long. So basically here, if we remember, we have the quarterly previous DVA high, so price now is placed between the technical level and the high time frame level. The high time frame level looks to be holding very well the price now, so far. But as we see, the barriers are still pushing, so we need to be very careful. Okay, so the price breaks our DVA low, so I'm gonna see now. So I'm just gonna wait a few minutes for the price action to clear a little bit here. We may do another pullback here in certain. To be honest, I'm gonna be waiting for this level to clear first. Because if you see that level is basically this level. This is the lowest you see. The high time frame stands a little bit above right here. So I'm just gonna be waiting, give it a few minutes to see if we're gonna break this level or not. Because we may as well do we recover and then break it. And yeah, I don't want to get caught in that reversal. So we see the price is retesting that level. It's gonna break it. So you see there's two major technical points here. Just gonna see if it's gonna be another pullback or anything. And I'm just gonna enter aiming from this major to this major. And then so we have a 56.82. So we have a long way down. We just need to manage to break these two major points. And then we are free to trade below them. So on the second one, we're still within the technical area of the BIOS, but I'm not quite sure up until what point the BIOS are going to be present. It could be the zone could be for 20 points, could be for 30. Usually in those scenarios, the BIOS zone could be extended like to 20 points. So and I'm just waiting for the price action to tell me that, you know, we're flashing through, we have control, you know. Especially if we break this band and we go into the other one. That's gonna be a really nice sign, like we did, like in here, you see, something similar. So my thinking is basically we're just breaking the second. So okay, price I think is starting to clear. Okay, just gonna end it here. Gonna leave a little bit room to breathe. So basically, what I said was just getting clear now. It's because I saw, you see, it's penetrated. I'm expecting at some point to do like a pullback, but I'm prepared for that. So just I saw what I wanted to see, that break through here, these levels, the major ones. Remember, it has already broken the quarter this round here. So I'm just expecting price action to be straightforward now. I have I have two contracts. I'm gonna take one here, which are on the major, just before the major, which is around 90, 65, around 25 points, which is decent. And then just from there, I'm just gonna leave around, and I'm waiting to do, probably that's just gonna be a pullback. I'm just gonna put, I'm heading differently. Okay, so the thing that you see it didn't do like a lot of pullback here, just leave the previous. That's a good sign that the sellers are very strong now that keep observing. We may see another pullback here probably, but we're gonna keep our position because we now just basically keep breaking the values zone. So we need some room to breathe. Okay, the second one will be round of the previous quarter reward, which is 56, 56.85. If we go down there, 56.85. Okay. And now let's see if that level is within the ATR parameter. It is 730. So we're going to put around 5730 for now, just before the major. And we'll see when we reach that level how price is going to react, and we may trade it with a stop. But this is as far as ATR can go. But sometimes that doesn't say much, because like yesterday we reached the ATR, and then there was a take on from Trump, and then yeah, we just did another 25 points. So it's just like a guidance, you know. Also, just to know, the fundamentals are quite bearish, because I think Trump yesterday, we had China saying that they're going to pose tariffs as well to the US, because the US started basically from today or from yesterday imposing tariffs, I think it's 25% or so. So we have like this kind of like trading war going on. And that's why we see the price basically just dumping, you know. And those buyers is because we are just in a good technical position for buying. That's why we see these buyers. You just break through below, it's gonna be easier. So we're just basically risking the -2 for the quarter, which is around 57.80. 57.80. Yeah, that's the, so now we're just basically trimming the -2, the quarterly. The here is around 57.60, around here. So we have, what we have to do now, we're just waiting to take some profits. Since we take some profits, then we can just put the other to break even, and then we can just, you know, leave it up, just running. So this, yeah, this is possibly because just running now at the extremes of the quarter, just it causes a little bit of, you know, trading here. The volume is very decent, as you can see. Keeps pushing. We may see, because we're also at the intraday too, 1.5, we may see some pullback here and then dropping. But since we don't have any major technical point here, and we don't have high time frame as well, I'm planning to keep my buy limit just around above the major technical. It's just the price now, just building some volume here so that I can push through to the next band. It's going to be a little bit more helpful. So yes, it's a very good position. We see the volume base here, so it's a very good position. You need a lot of patience, especially when it breaks buyers zone. Now we are at the extremes of the quarter and the yearly. So we expect, some kind of bullishness. Not something big, but just enough to pull back a little bit the price. As you see, I haven't brought any stop loss down yet. I need the price to let the price do its thing here. Because we need to pull back here or pull back here, and I don't want to be taking those for a few ticks. So I'm just you know holding like at bay until we hit our first So we see a lot of absorption here. You see also 2 weeks. If I see another week forming, 3 weeks, okay, we'll still keep pushing. There may be some stops here, that's why we see like the 2 weeks forming. So we see the buyers guys stepping in now, because we put it from this major level. They all getting absorbed. I'm just waiting for the price now. This is something. I think I'm just taking, I'm gonna use the fib to see what's the 90% of the move until this goes there. So the 90 is points right here. So I'm just gonna move it to the 90. That's a personal guide I have from the Fibonacci, and I say that in every move I'm just aiming to the target to take at the 90% because price market is not perfect. So sometimes you may go to the 90%, you may have it at the 97%, and still you may get stopped out. You know what I mean? So here I'm not waiting to leave another pullback at the price. So I'm just have it a little bit tight here. Whichever takes out first, after the buy stop over the limit. it did its pullback, so now it should be going down. Okay, we'll be taking out, so we're taking out by limit and taking out the Fibonacci as well. So this is a guidance, so just be aware that if you aim at 100%, always put your taking profit at the 90%. Because price is never going to go, like never. Sometimes it's going to go to the 80, 100%, but sometimes you're going to be taken out by one to ticks, price reverses, and then leaves without you. So for me, it's better to take 90% of the move rather than, aim for the 100 or the 95 and then, have no gains. So we're here now. Okay. So I'm just going to use another indicator, which is very useful sometimes. It's called the gun box. I have right here. Just going to put at the right of the move, the pullback. So you see if you expect to go here, but it's going to see. It's going to try this gun box on the quarterly. Now basically I'm just holding a runner against some extra profits. As I check, we are already in profits. So I consider this as a pullback, and I'm gonna be so we'll take it level to level actually. So we'll see if this major level is gonna break. Of course, if you think about it, that's a good risk management because we take our profits here, just following level to level now. If price reverses here, I'm just leaving on the table around, I don't know how many points. It's basically like 87, like 12 points. It's a massive. So I don't want to leave on the table 80 points. I want to leave some room to to breathe, but I'm not willing to give 12 points back. We just basically hold our position now. If we get taken out, I may seek to enter again at the pullback. If we have enough profits for the day, which I suspect we're going to have. Yeah, we're at a very good stage now. We got some profit. I'm around up now 7%. So I'm just going to tighten up a little bit as well. We may go lower, but 7% for me is more than enough. So I have also this volume, you see, so I can see the ledges and I can see where it's about to put my stop loss. So you see, it's really nice to put it like around here. You see the ledges. They keep constantly evolving, but if price go here, it's very likely this is a low volume notch. If it goes up to here, it's kind of like unlikely to go. The trade here is going to find some reaction. So this is like that's another good guide where to to put your stop loss. Just another tool. Okay, so we'll keep going down. It's a good sign. As I said, there's no other high time frame on this until at least 56.82. It's in the VWAP of the previous quarter. prices keep dropping. Just can't tighten a little bit as I see some reaction absorption in there. So this is correctly at the previous candle, the stop loss at the ledge, auto taken out, uh, and we close this trade for six. We close this trade at basically around 6%. It's not bad at all. Especially if you think about, I did some mistakes in the morning, which I'm going to speak about later, which basically I started today's market opening with minus 5%. So basically, I took my minus 5% into plus 5%, into 6 plus. Basically, I made in one like trade around 11%. We could basically do more uh, by uh, taking profits, adding profits, taking profits, adding profits to the initial position. But I'm not in favor of this strategy, especially if we have like buyers, sellers, buyers, buyers zone here. Because if you add to the position, the entry price is going to drop around, to the average, and it will have some reaction. You may end up finding yourself with losses. So unless we have a clear trading day, I don't see any other occasion where we just use this uh, trading management tactics. Basically, we just wait now. Okay, there we see we have some pullbacks right at the major level. There's no high time frame there. We have okay. Let's put on the monthly. Now I'm just gonna put the monthly VWAP that we drew before, which is so this month, which is basically September value. I'm just gonna draw it and see. I'm just curious to see what's gonna be the reaction there. 740. So doing some experiments. 5740. So what is basically here? It's around the ATR. I'm surprised to see that we are still on the 50% of the daily volume traded. It means that we can push even harder. But to be honest, I'm happy with our trade. In theory, I could leave a runner. Yes, in theory, I could leave a runner. But I've been burned before by a runner. There was another time, like yes, he's doing this failed boot, there's these failed breakdowns. It has big dips. So at some point, it did a dip, it broke out below, above previous structure. I said, okay, we're going to be here. So just and I put a runner up. but because it was, to be honest, it was in the wrong position. It was at the highs. But because we broke above the previous structure, I said, okay, I'm gonna put one there and see how it goes. And then price reversed all the way down. And I said, okay, it's gonna come back, it's gonna come back. I'm just holding it. And and I was like 150 dollars up from one micro and just ended up like in minus 200. So since I was burned then, I'm not keen of leaving micros, just the price keeps going down. Seems gonna be like a long way down. And of course, always don't push yourself to do more, because market is gonna be there tomorrow and the day after, and you know, many years from now. So there's always gonna be, even okay, today's trend is relatively okay, an easy day because all you have to do is just short and follow. But then on the other hand, market's gonna be there tomorrow, so don't push yourself. I mean, you did very well. If you did 6-10% a day, it's amazing. Just take your profits and go home. Continue with the rest of your day and basically. So now we're just approaching the ATR, which is a 5740, and it's also the monthly, the September's VWAP. So it's going to be a reaction there. It's crossing another major now level. And of course, there's others going to say, oh, in trading day we must, push more and everything. Yeah, but it takes one bad trade, one moment of, just price to reverse against you. And if you are like heavy loaded, you're just gonna suffer. And for me, it's not worth of suffering. That's why I just use one micro, 1%. No, it's not percent. It's around 5%, 5 to 6% of my account, and I don't dare to go even like I tried in the morning to micros. I got some losses there, so I had to recover now. And yeah, you know how it goes. So I'd rather like stick to one micro, make my profits, make 5, 6% a day, which in the end they're gonna add up in the end. And yeah, when I have a bigger account, I can, then I don't mind going a little bit more heavier. Nothing crazy heavy, but just add a little bit more position. We're crossing another major, and let's see if we cross the. Now we're just we're about to change the band. We have already we have already crossed the -2 on the yearly, on the quarterly. It's been a decent round, to be honest. It's been like from 50 from here, where kind of like that was the main volume area. Could have like dropped below, And it's been since like a decent run. It's been like, I don't know, around 40 points or so. So keep pressing. If we break below the 40s, I may intend to enter. If I don't agree, I'm more inclined, but changing this one, changing bands, it means that it's going more aggressive. We still have a long way to go. If we clear this area, 5640, I'm just curious because that's the September's DVA. Okay, so if you see, we're basically now at the support level, minor support level. Just going to put this one here. You see, so here we're at the minor support level, and then I guess there's another one here. Right, about here, let's say, like, but nothing big in down there. So basically, we just found some support here from this level getting down, 57, 57, 50s. If we break below this one would be nice. You see this area? That would be nice. Put this a little bit here. So this area, 57, 50, 60. Okay. And I'm gonna have them this on the side and watch it at the same time. I was doing another pullback. But as you see, the pullbacks are really small ones. Basically, it's not something interesting we're gonna see. We're just gonna see it's gonna drop below 57.40s, and then I'm gonna be watching the price action below here. Because what I suspect, like this band's gonna go like this. So if we go to 57.40s, I expect that we'll be crossing this band. We're about to be crossing this band, the outside, to the second band, -2. So we'll see. So far, it hasn't crossed it. So you see this line minor. Also some others, using the SMAs, so it's like especially when just to see if there's going to be any major reversal. So this one, I'm just going to take the volume out so you can see clearly. So you see here the MAs. So, so let's see the orange one, because I don't remember now, to be honest. The orange. So the high time frames, the 2000, which I think is this one. So the 50s should be the orange one. Yeah, 50s, and then for the 20s, it's the blue one, and the 9. So basically, we see all the time the trend was holding the 9 or the 20s. Now it's broken above the 20s. I find the maze to be very useful in terms of scaling out. If you see like any reversal, like we saw here reversal when we broke above, the within the 20s, so we can just like scale out. So here we see the MA is matching the DVA low, so we may see a pullback there, just going backwards down. I'm not using it much, but it's very good on a trend to see any possible reversals or so we banked our position. Sorry, we banked our profits. So now just gonna trade a little bit with paper trade. So just curious to see if this is gonna play out. So I'm expecting now. Now I'm just using paper trade, so I don't really care about scaling. Just gonna put the concepts here. So I'm expecting some pullback again down here, the yellow. Or here, we'll see how it goes. So we see price keep going. It's gonna test the 50 SMA and the DVA low. Okay, so we're just about to reverse now. You see this cosmic the price action, there's some absorption there. The price can't break any higher. I think I'm just gonna short it there. I'm gonna put it just above the previous high here. There you see. So we expect now to see some kind of reaction here. So we're on paper trading, so I'm just gonna play a little bit more loose than usual. So I'm gonna take one profit at 57.40. Actually, I'm gonna take one profit right here. Mm, So the price is went through the 50s, and we'll see what's gonna go. I'm just gonna put it behind this level, just in case that's the level comes back, which I really doubt. May come and test the overnight actually, the 2000 and the overnight low. So I'm just gonna take one here. So basically, price now is trying to recover to 57.98. Yeah. You can see some absorption. Okay, so we see the price reversing kinda. The 50 MA is the DBA low. There's a conflict between the two MAs, so just remember the A's represent like different high time frames. So we'll see how it goes. We have a retest as our first prof target. And then the second one, I'm just gonna trail it. So we see here the price doesn't know where it's gonna go yet. There's absorption on the both sides. We have a stop loss above the above the level, so it's gonna leave some room for the price to develop. So you can see here what I was telling earlier about the let's see newsfeed. So how last night, let's see. It should be like last last days. Yeah, what I was saying before is basically we see like last night. So if we see here, so last night as we see that's the largest US tariff hike since the 1930s. And China has announced shifting retaliated tariffs. That's what I was saying before. So that happened like during last night. like 25% of both Canada and Mexico. China's tariffs would also double from 10 to 20. And we had also Canada retaliating with tariffs too. So 25% as well from Canada to the US. So you see like tariffs are increasing up to 25 on both sides. Just insane. So we see price just hit over here. It's going down again. It's gonna test it again this level, hopefully. So basically just to get an idea of where we are in terms of the high time frames. So here where we are in terms of the high time frames. Basically last night we were just up here. The weekly BVA low was right here. We just crossed it a little bit and then we just rejected. The move that I was saying a little bit earlier, that could be like squeeze over here and take it down, didn't happen because the market was very bearish. And then we just straight selling right away. And then there's nothing down here. That's the quarter we watched from 2 quarters before. So basically that's the high, that's the VWAP. The low is going down, there's no point of doing it. And that's the yearly previous yearly VWAP. But there's nothing in between besides only technical levels. So regarding of how this trade goes, it's not very important because it's unseen anyway. Just gonna show you some trades I took earlier. So just gonna show you first some trades I took last night, which brought me to profits. It's very useful to work out this also for educational purposes. Okay, so let's see our trades from yesterday. So basically, I started the day. I missed a big trade here because I was still doing the prep. It was rejection from the highs. If you remember, it was tested 2 or 3 times during the pre-market and the opening. The opening did like a final test and just went down to exactly where our levels. These are technical levels. we missed this trade. So after this, I tried uh, I tried to short here, but it was very bad entry, uh, and it was placed just basic on instinct. To be honest, I should have waited a little bit for the price to form below before entering. Yeah, that was by instinct basically, and I know that I should suppress sometimes my instincts. Uh, yeah, so basically we see there was a fair trade, short that squeezed me, got taken out. That was another shot I was expecting here somewhere. It didn't work out. Then I took, that's extremely many trades. Too many trades. So say I took a shot from the VWAP, but a sort of absorption, and I cut it. Then I took a small loan from here to here, just basically uh, some scalps. So basically here I ended up like losing. I was like in -5 or something. And here then I got some profits back, but I also left money on the table because during the trade that was my first level. I just it was respected all the way. So I took my first level here, and then as it was I had my stop here below the overnight low. So as the trade respected the overnight low, I held my trade, and it was there. I saw some absorption, I saw some rejection, and I raised my stop loss here. But instead of keeping my stop loss, I decided after instead of keeping my stop loss, I decided to pull it to break even, which was around here, this area. So here. Just in case it reverses somewhere, it will be a low. But it was like a false thinking because whenever we were like, our job is basically to risk management to the best of our abilities. And we had like a level here, we had the previous day VWAP, so that was enough reasons to hold our trade here, hold our stop loss here, and not pull it back. That was very, very bad mistake because I gave back money. I gave back around 5% here. But we learn from our mistakes. So price, yes, after this trade, price got to its initial support zone, which it has been tested twice. That was the third time, and I saw it's gonna break now. So I had my mind on taking the shorts from the break below the structure and short it up to here, whereas I was expecting values to step up because it was the DVA the previous day's lows. So basically, I was waiting. I didn't take directly the trade. I was waiting for it to go below the technical. I went here and then I took the trade. And then, by the way, if we see the bigger picture, we see the bigger picture. The ideal conditions, because we see that we see that there was a balance down. So there was a balance down, but we see here I was trying to take longs on balance down day, which is against the sentiment. While these scenarios, the most like famous, in the playbook scenario is just basically, short from the reward. So basically, what I would have taken is either this move down, or this move down, scaling out here probably. That would be the ideal, scenario to play it with. But I was most focused, like, on the microstructure, and I didn't see that, what was going on in general. So after this, I just took another evening trade. So that was the trade I took before, that starting here. Since I start my trade here, I was just waiting to see any possible reversal. I didn't see the reversal, but instead I saw some absorption happening here on this level. And that gave me the ideas to short that the price would go like even lower. So I didn't hesitate to take another short after we broke out of this little structure here, that continuation here. So after we broke the structure, I entered in another short, and as I said, there was another short of the continuation, and I was taking out of the pullback as risk was smaller than the previous trades because the daily ATR was about here, the average, and I didn't want to take any unnecessary, risks. But later we saw, of course, that there was another Trump's, tariff stuff, and there was a price going sideways and going down. But of course, we have to always trade from what's in front of our screen and not what's going to happen possibly in the future or what we want to happen. So we were just at the edge of the ATRs. I took my another scalp here. I was +5 or +6, so just sell it. Just gonna call it a day. There's no religion. So that was yesterday's trades. Today I took. Just give me a sec to see how this trade goes. It goes very slowly and painfully. Anyway, let's see today's trade. So I'm gonna see today's trades. Not take out the SMS. Okay, let's see. So today, basically, if you see the bigger picture, you can see the market goes sideways, but you can see here that basically the market is failing, the structure is failing. You can see. So I saw that the market was failing and that the market was failing and that it was harder for even just crossing above the VWAP. Yeah. And I tried to short it. I was surprised just tested the overnight lows here. It didn't break. And then I tried the short right here, thinking that okay, it's gonna go to the DVA low and it's gonna come down. As it crossed within the DVA, I just waited to see if it's gonna react to the VWAP. And then I took it at the VWAP because the surprise was continuing higher. So this is why I say always see the market as it is. Don't trade based on what you expect to see or what you believe is going to happen. So that's what happened here. Anyway, I took some losses. After this trade, as we see, I was waiting for the price to go into the overnight highs. That didn't happen, just started the DVA high, but that was enough for me to short it, so I just shorted here. I got out right at the DVA low, started this trade, profitable. And then I was just waiting for the whole rest of the pre-market. here when market was going really slow, I attempted because you see that's the overnight low was the original this one position. So basically price broke below one level and it started going sideways building more volume. So basically it went even lower, I shorted it, price squeezed me again because I didn't wait for the pullback. But because it was going very slow, I didn't have the patience to sit for the whole duration to see how it's going to end up. So I took my position out. And then, of course, if I had if I had waited for a little bit more, I could see my shot playing out, which was this one was my original idea. Because if you see the bigger picture, it was the squeeze, price was holding the level just started to crack here, and then where's the next level? The next level is the previous day low. So I just want to trade the break, the breakdown of this structure to the overnight low in the first place, and then the market open and continue lower, of course. But yeah, I just want to take these 20 points out of the market, which of course I didn't take because I wasn't patient enough, and of course I knew it beforehand that the overnight session is not suitable for me because it's very slow and you can't really you know see what the market wants to do or just really slow, and that's because it's slow. It just gives me more certainty of how the market is going to play out, and that's why I got afraid a little bit and just got it out, even eventually played out. That's why I try to avoid playing overnight. That was the London session. Even the London today was very slow. That's why I try to avoid active and I just trade the US session, the market opening for 2 hours. That's it. If I don't work, if I have my day off, I may log in the last hour again to see what's going on. If I'm kind of like break even, just to see if I can make some profits and stuff. Yeah, but that's it basically. I don't see the whole day or anything. So basically, yeah, that was my trades. Uh, I had some losses, I had some wins. We just try every day to learn from our mistakes. Yesterday's, like to recap, my yesterday's mistakes were to it was like it was kind of like a preparation because I was rushed into the market. I didn't spend enough time to do like proper preparation and have some conviction and stuff. I was just rushed. I missed entries. And today, like a pre-market, I wasn't patient enough. I should have taken trades in the first place because market is too slow. But then hopefully we learn from our mistakes and just getting better every day. Anyway, that was my recap. If you have any questions regarding my trades, risk management, just anything you can imagine, just send me, just comment this video, or you can send again a direct message to my Facebook page. So I'm gonna show you again. So this is my Facebook page again. Feel free to send me any direct message you wish. I try to post every day my trades here, so feel free to ask any questions you wish. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good trade and safe risk management.